All right, we have very limited recording space on my phone. Hello, welcome to the theElpyDimension. I'm your guide, Elpy. Today is the 17th of October, 2024. This is the, this has been number 4. And it has been 13 days since we've been in here. 13 days ago on the 4th of October, we did a crazy thing, sorta, kinda. I'm seeing worms all on top, right from the jump. But we added a bag full of moldy food scraps. And we just threw the bag inside a box. It was a paper bag, paper, and here's what we have left. I know there were a lot of rotten tomatoes in there. And this is a population that has, fair to say, recovered from the die-off many months ago. I think it's also fair to say they enjoyed that massive feeding. I was in a hurry, and I really kind of thought it was a mistake. But now I see it wasn't. There's my bird pretending to be a cat. I don't know if you can hear him, but this is like worm casting. My goodness. This makes me wonder, like, did some of the worms, because I was just in bin 3. Did I say this is bin 3? This is bin 4. I was just in bin 3, and their population, I really was expecting to see more. In that bin, there were some napkins in there, and I didn't, and I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on with this population? And it's right next door to this one. So did they move over here? Is that why that population is looking slim? Because there was more food over here, that this is a more desirable place to be. Look at that. Ready, and scoop. I mean, it's not impossible. Still, that bin should be desirable enough that worms stay there. It just makes me feel better to think that maybe they left bin 3 and came to bin 4 because there is an abundance of food over here. Because there are tons of worms over here. I mean, there were a lot of worms here prior to this massive feeding. But this is fantastic. I mean, wow. This is so many worms. I really think that there were a lot of worms in here. This bin has recovered. But I really think that some of the worms from bin 3 moved over here. It had cardboard and just a mass of food. I mean, my gosh. So feeding them like that was really a huge success, because you just saw how many worms were in there, and now, I mean, this looks like the population we see over in bins 1 and 2. So I am thoroughly convinced that, I mean, look at this. That's like a box full of worms. I'm thoroughly convinced that worms from bin 3 moved over here. I don't know what they do. They'd call each other and say, dude, we just got the drop off of all time. The delivery of all time. You might want to get your tail over here. This is amazing. Like I said, I'm running out of space on my phone, so we aren't gonna go through the entirety of this bin. Yeah, see, and there's worms. But they are, you see, they're still feeding on remnants, but it's not much. So there's worms in this material. I'm doing most. So these guys this week are gonna get a bundle of spent cabbage leaves, and then I'm going to top them off. I've got about a minute. I'm going to top this whole bin off with some fresh amaranth, burdock, this is edible chrysanthemum, shungiku, and even more amaranth, red stalk amaranth. There's a petunia in there I accidentally pulled up, the plant. And I'm going to top it off with a little bit of wet shredded paper. So I'm going to have to arrange this off camera. But, oh man, this was a good one. Really wish I had more time. Be safe, be well. Bye for now. Oh, hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this, and the subscribe button if you'd like to know what's going on in the future. Bye for now.